This time on Animal Airport, Tristan and Susie take on one of the world's most dangerous predators.
Hang on, hold it still, hold it still.
Ross is given the runaround by some tricky tarantulas.
Hey, hey.
And a bamboo-loving lemur makes a very rare appearance. With nearly 500,000 flights a year, Heathrow is the busiest international airport in the world. As well as 65 million human passengers, each year around 40 million animals passing through the airport check in at the Animal Reception Centre, affectionately known as the Ark. In its 35-year history, the Ark has welcomed all types of animal through its doors. Domestic pets like cats and dogs pass through in their thousands. But they're outnumbered by the ever-increasing trade in exotic pets.
I'm good.
Animal Health Officer Ross is on the night shift. He's checking on the welfare of some deadly predators that have travelled over 3,000 miles from Cameroon in West Africa.
Checking they're packed all right. Sometimes with these things, like these inverts don't always travel that well. If there's loads of them dead, then we'd investigate it, do you know what I mean? Not like they haven't died of what looks like natural causes, as it were.
Over 250,000 exotic animals, like spiders, reptiles and amphibians, are imported into the country every year. It's the fastest growing sector in the UK pet market.
But you can see they've made an effort. There's air holes, there's upright labels, there's live animal stickers as well. So, do you know what I mean? It's not like they've made no effort whatsoever. They've given it a good go.
Ross hopes to find the spiders in this shipment in good condition, but he's still got to be cautious.
Be careful with these boxes as well, because the wood ain't always the best quality either.
Dodgy wood is the least of his worries. This box is packed to the brim with tarantulas.
But have to be really careful. I mean, look, there's some spiders in there, little tarantulas in there.
And a few are on the run.
See if you look at that one there. Something was in there. Probably used its fangs to chew its way out.
Some tarantulas can grow up to 30 centimetres in length.
A bit more way in there. Hey, there we go. Yeah, a couple of escapees. They're a fair old whacker, aren't they?
It's not just their fangs that Ross needs to be wary of. Some species are covered in irritant hairs that they flick into the air at potential predators. That's one boxed. But there's another one to catch, and he's playing hide and seek.
Mate's doing a runner. There he is. Oi, oi! See these ones here? He's down there. If you really don't want to, it's cool. If I give you the right GBs, don't worry about it.
That one dead?
No. See, look at him again. Look at him. Look. He wants it.
Ross has got him cornered, but he'll do whatever it takes to defend himself.
See the fangs? Look, he's got his fangs out. Oh, yeah!
And tarantulas catch their prey by pouncing on them when they least expect it.
Hey! Look at him. Oh, mate, he's going mad. He wants it, Sean. Got him, man. Just stick a bit of tape on that for Sean.
Exotic animals that pass through the Ark don't always end up in private collections. Many are destined for UK zoos and wildlife parks.
We've got poles.
We've got poles.
Guards. Have you got tubes?
We've got everything we need. It's all up there.
Matt Ford specialises in the movement of such animals and is a regular at the centre. Tonight he's taking Deputy Manager Susie off-site to the Sea Life Aquarium in London to help move some Cuban crocodiles. The 30 staff at the Ark have a wealth of animal knowledge and expertise between them, so they get called out in exceptional circumstances. Ark Deputy Manager Tristan has also been called, and they're fully equipped with snares, ropes and riot shields. It's not the first time they've come into contact with the Cubans, known as Sugar and Spice. They spent 2 months at the Ark when they first arrived in the UK.
We brought these animals over about 2 years ago. They were a donation from a zoo in Denmark who bred them in 2006. And these are 2 females from that breeding. And they came here and they've been at Sea Life Aquarium in London ever since.
Their enclosure is due to be renovated, while one of them makes the move to Germany. But Sugar and Spice are far from nice. They're extremely aggressive, highly intelligent, and very territorial.
They're very quick and unusually for crocs. They're also very, very good at jumping. In the wild, they hunt food which lives in the trees, in the mangrove swamps where they live. And so they're used to jumping out of the water to catch small rodents and birds from the trees, which makes them slightly more dangerous than normal crocs. Anyone that's not nervous is a bit foolish. It should be an interesting evening.
Making sure that animals are moved properly and legally is at the heart of the Ark staff's work. But they don't just monitor animals coming into the country.
Right, so what we'll do is we'll go up to the actual departures.
Yep.
And we'll just see if there's anybody around. I don't know how busy it's going to be.
Luggage spot checks at departures are an important part of their weekly routine.
Let's go to departures.
Animal Health Officer Anna is showing new boy Will what to look out for.
All aboard. So you haven't done any terminal checks or... Okay, cool.
Never on my first one. So you're going to show me the ropes.
Show you the ropes. Just to warn you, we'll probably get asked loads of questions because we're in high vis. Right, let's start that way. Oh my God, it's busy, and we'll work our way all the way around. Right, so see any of them that are open.
Yep.
So basically, they're the ones that we're going to keep an eye out, but also keep an eye out here, just in case we see anything open.
All right.
It's going to be checking for basically for animal boxes. If there is any animals that are going to be flying out today, just to make sure they're in the correct boxes and it's all up to standard for them to be approved to fly on the aircraft. Let's go this way because I think there's some check-in desk open around there.
But it's not only about keeping your eyes peeled. For this job, you need good ears.
I've been through before, and then there's people sat in a coffee shop, and then we could do was this little... and we're like, oh. We'll have a good search here. I think we should just get on the plane and go to Kuala Lumpur.
Should be warmer.
Yeah.
At the Ark, a cat that's just arrived from Malaysia is causing problems for Stuart. It should have travelled as cargo, but instead came in as baggage.
Anything that's coming to the UK, customs like to have a record of it. If it comes in as baggage, there's no record. It just gets. They could have literally walked it through the terminal. It would have been on the carousel with the bags, and the owner could have just picked her bags up and her cat, and just walked through without any problem. So we need to make sure there's no diseases coming into the country, and it's unfortunate that the owners are going to suffer for this one. Because it's import baggage. What's the look? Are we putting it straight into quarantine or?
It's the airline fault that they accept it in the cabin. So they should be the one responsible for whatever you're gonna do with them.
Stuart's got the unenviable task of breaking the news to its owner, who's just stepped off a 14-hour flight and is waiting in reception.
Yes. Okay. all your paperwork's fine,
Okay.
and your cat's okay.
Okay.
The only problem is it came in as access baggage. It came in like your luggage. You had a bag tag.
Oh.
It should have come in as cargo.
I did ask them, but they said with passenger flight will be okay. They organized everything. I didn't organize them.
It's a bit of a problem at the moment
Oh.
because I'm not sure when we'll be able to give your cat to you.
But a long wait isn't what she's worried about.
My cat eating very particular.
Okay.
And he either eat boiled chicken or tin food. He won't eat dry food. He will be hungry
Well,
to death.
I've given him some whiskers, which is a wet food, and he's tucking into it.
Oh, thank
So-
you. Because
so-
he's so spoiled. He won't eat in Malaysia. 18-hour flight. He
18
hasn't
hours.
eaten anything. He won't eat.
That's probably why he's tucking into the whiskers, and he's probably starved himself.
Okay.
If her cat's happy, then so is she.
Basically, it was Chinese New Year, so nowhere was open, and the agent that she'd used said they could stick it on basically as baggage. You know, it's just unfortunate for her, really. A bit of a shame.
At London Sea Life Aquarium, Matt, Susie and Tristan have their riot gear at the ready.
Is it strong? Don't know. We'll find out in a minute.
To confront the Cubans.
That one works, so that's
Yeah.
good. We've got some snare poles, we've got some riot shields, and we've got some tubes. So we'll be using a combination of those. Yeah, give it just enough room. It's a dangerous process. We don't know how they're going to react until we get in there. Cuban crocs are a force to be reckoned with, even this size.
It isn't just the safety of the team that Tristan needs to consider. One of the biggest killers of captive crocs is stress, and this species is critically endangered. There are only around 4,000 left in the wild.
If we noose them, quite often they might twist as soon as you get the noose around them, which is a natural reaction that they might do, but we've got to be fairly quick so they don't damage themselves. And because we'll be using the shorter riot shields, make sure...
With aquarium staff Jamie and Rachel briefed, they're all ready to enter Cuban territory. At Heathrow Airport's Animal Reception Centre, another exotic animal has arrived en route to a UK zoo. It's an extremely rare bamboo lemur and a real treat for Supervisor Stewart.
They're quite rare lemurs. These are only found in bamboo forests in Madagascar, and obviously, like everywhere in Madagascar, the forests are being destroyed. So these are actually quite rare.
Stewart can't take any risks with the lemur's health or his own. A mask will protect them both from the transfer of viruses. The lemur's flown in from a zoo in France, and he's brought his lunch with him.
How are you? Hello, mate. Hello. You've got your bamboo as well. Awesome.
This little lemur is a bamboo fanatic. He does little else but eat it all day long. The stems make up 95% of his diet.
He's got some food, so I'm not going to bother giving him anything. Obviously, he's quite a specialised feeder.
He's as curious about Stewart as Stewart is about him.
Probably one of the rarest lemurs. Look at you. Having a good old look round.
He's one of only 250 left.
You all right, Ed?
He'll be a big attraction at the zoo he's heading for.
Yeah, he looks fine. Just leave him in peace now to get a bit of food inside him. Hey, one happy lemur?
It's a very different story at the London Sea Life Aquarium. The two Cuban crocs are far from happy about the disturbance.
That's the kitty. You on, Tristan? Yeah, I'm still. OK, hang on. That end's all right.
With the help of Matt Ford, Tristan and Susie have managed to get Spice into a holding tube.
She's in. Hang on. Hang on. Let's get her up first. Keep an eye on the other one. I've got Susie, yeah.
But crocodiles are smart, and Sugar knows something's up.
You're going to take the shield down? No, I was going to... Right, we're ready then. Right.
She's no sweetie. She's 130 kilos of muscle and teeth.
Susie, are you in front of them? Are you a sawtooth?
And with a bite pressure around 8 times stronger than a Rottweiler, she's more than capable of removing limbs.
Oh, you mightn't be able to have it, mate, I'll tell you.
Might. I might not.
If you do, pull it towards you. No, it's going back. Oh, yes, you got it. Yeah. I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, there you go, thank you.
Wicked.
Down this way. That's it.
Hang on, hold it still. Stay. Right, just try to put it over. Right.
Even when she's controlled with 2 snare poles, Sugar is still putting up a fight.
As soon as we get out of the water.
Yeah. And it's coming your way.
Right, you on it?
Until they tape up her jaws, no one is safe.
Right. Yeah, that's plenty. You can leave a rough end so we can get it off. That's it. Go on.
All right, go on. Muscles for biting are very powerful, so they've got large muscles to close their jaws, but only small ones to open them, so that tape should do the trick. What I'm having to watch out for is a lot of the teeth here are protruding. As you can see, it's started to shred my gloves.
But it's not just croc teeth that he needs to watch out for.
Sorry. Everyone all right?
Yeah.
Did I get you?
Yeah, good.
Sorry.
No, you're all right.
Sorry.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I've got both legs and a tail.
Go on.
Yeah.
Sugar's moving out of the enclosure for good and heading to a new home in Germany.
She's pretty calm, isn't she?
Yeah.
Until then, she'll be kept in a holding area.
Down here, yeah.
That's it. Yeah, let's just sit on her for a minute.
Getting the tape off. Have we got a broom or a riot shield? If you come forward with the riot shield a bit.
Right. Yeah, I'm on. Right, ready? Mind your heads. Okay. There you go.
I'll have that. Have that shield.
There you go. Job's a good one.
Yeah.
I think we're done.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's good. Let's go and retrieve our kit.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what, now we're not handling them. I can take this off as well. In those sort of conditions, even though we're not moving around too much, yes, it's quite physical. So, as you can see, it's hard work. And they are very powerful animals for the size they are. So, obviously, you've got to hang on to them fairly tightly to make sure that they don't break free.
Thank you for coming and helping us anyway.
No problem.
Really good.
Excellent, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Take care. See you in a few weeks' time. We're off to go and get beer, so I can go and apologise to Tristan for almost blinding him.
At the Ark, Animal Health Officer Ross is preparing for some VIPs, very important pooches that have arrived in style from Italy.
We get animals coming in under the Pets Travel Scheme. We pick the animal up like we'd be picking up any animal. It just happens to be they've got loads of money and they come in their own private jet.
And Ross thinks he knows what to expect.
Because they're Italian, let's hope they passed. Because otherwise they could probably get quite fiery. I mean, usually no, it could be the mafia. It could be the mafia.
They might enjoy executive perks, but the pooches have to leave the comfort of their plane to be checked over like every other animal.
Sometimes when you get out there, the people don't realise that you've got to take the animal off them as well. Some people don't get that. You're like you have to take the dogs from the aircraft, so they're sort of on the tarmac for a bit. So you have to be quite careful that you've got them securely on the lead, because you're taking them from a small private jet. Then you have to walk them obviously and put them in an ideal world, you'd put them on a crate on the aircraft, but sometimes you physically just can't get the crate through the door. So you have to be quite careful. You know what I mean? The dog could escape it. It could be on the taxiway.
The Italian pooches aren't the only pets to arrive as VIPs, but they are in a small minority. Only 6 private jets landed last year with animals on board.
There they are. As you can see, we might have slightly misjudged the size of box for the Daxi. Because honestly, I wasn't 100% sure what dogs I was picking up, so I thought I'd play it safe and go for a slightly larger box.
The pampered pooches are back down to earth with a bump. There's no preferential treatment here.
these have come from Linate in Italy, right? If I had a BA pet coming from Linate, the same thing would happen. I'd bring it into this exact room, I'd do everything the same. It just so happens that they travelled on the jet. Well, hello, baby. It's a good girl. Like I said, till they pass the pet travel scheme, they're under the rabies order, do you know what I mean? So you have to you treat them with the same restrictions.
Ross might run a tight ship, but every dog father has a soft side.
Hello, little taxi man. Come on then. Look at there. Woo. Hello. You're a good little taxi dude, aren't you? Good. I mean, come on, taxi dude, you need to go back in the box now. Come on. So you're looking for me, did you? All right, taxi dude, come on. There you go, in the box, in the box, in the box.
Now it's just a matter of paperwork, and these pooches can be on their way. For most animals, their time in the Ark is short and sweet, but others have to stay longer and quickly become part of the Ark family.
Wow, hello!
3 weeks ago, 4 cheetahs came into the centre from South Africa.
I've seen them before, but they are just beautiful.
They were en route to a Russian zoo and due to spend just a few hours at the Ark. But a problem locating their ID chips meant they had to be detained. And some of the staff fell in love with them.
Oh, it just makes my heart go just.
Most of the animals we see for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours sort of thing, occasionally overnight. So we don't really get attached to anything. But when you get something like this that's stopped, you do tend to get a bit attached to them. And they've been wonderful animals as well.
When they arrived, they were nervous and wouldn't let staff anywhere near them. Now they treat the Ark like home.
For the length of time they've been here, it's been good fun, and everyone's been coming in to have cheetah love. So we all come in just to have a watch or a play.
Today, the staff, including manager Rob, have to say goodbye to the big male.
Yeah, I feel a bit sad to see him go, but it's good for him, obviously, because he's been stuck here for a while now. So, yeah, get out somewhere, a bit of fresh air and things, so that would be good for him.
Remember this?
Tristan is on hand to do the final microchip check before he hands the cheetah over.
Straight off, make a note of the number.
Take all the stuff. It's a bit sad, but at the same time, he's gone to a better place, and that's all right.
It'll be good for them because they have a proper enclosure. I'm probably getting a bit bored of being here, but it's a bit sad because it's always fun to have something exciting to see it work.
And Matt's back to transport it to its new home.
Come on, mate.
Just add a 0 on the front.
A bit of muscles while you're
Hang on a sec.
Oh, it's tiring. I'll put that there. That one.
You feeling strong?
Go.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Let me go in.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Absolutely perfect. He'll be chatting to us all the way down. Once he gets where he's going to, they've got other cheetahs there, so at least have some company. They'll be able to sort of see them and communicate with him.
Spice, the Cuban croc, is now back in her renovated enclosure. The bamboo lemur is settling in well to a zoo in Kent. The private jet pooches passed Ross's vigorous checks and were chauffeur-driven home.